Struggling to manage your expenses? Tired of wondering where your money goes? Today I'm showing you how to build a simple yet powerful budget tracker like this one in Microsoft Excel, completely free and mobile friendly. You'll be able to enter expenses and upload receipts directly from your phone, making budgeting easier than ever. Let's jump in and create your ultimate budgeting system. The first thing you will need for this tutorial is a Microsoft account. So you can go over to Microsoft.com. There will be a sign in option here where you can either sign in or sign up and create a Microsoft account completely free. For this tutorial I'm using the free online version of Excel, so you don't need to have a Microsoft 365 license. Once you've created your Microsoft account, you can go over to Microsoft365.com/launch/Excel, and we'll just go in there. I'm going to close this one here because we will be creating it from scratch. Let's create a new book, and then I'm going to skip the first column and the first row, and I'll start in this block here. Okay, I'm just going to put a background color here, and then for our heading we'll skip this column and this row and this column, and we'll start here, and we will say income March 2025. I'm going to change this to Arial black, make the font size 25, and make the font color a dark green. Then I'm going to merge all the way to that cell. We'll just go here to merge and underline or put a border under this. So I'll go to border color, I'll make it the dark green as well, and I'll make the border thick like that, and then just click on the bottom border, and there we go. Then we'll start with category, your projected income, skip one cell, your actual income, and the variance. I'll make this just Arial, and we'll make it 12 and bold. Okay, let's set the column width here. Set the column width to 3, and do the same on this side. Column width custom 3. And then this one here, we'll set the column width to 30.29. This one here, actually all of these, just hold in your mouse button, left mouse button, and highlight all of these. We'll set this to 12.43. Okay, now we need to enter some categories for your income. I've already made a list just to speed things up, otherwise I'll have to type everything. So just copy this here and paste them as values only. We'll change this to Arial as well, and we'll keep it as 11 font size. Now these, and these, we will make them accounting, but we'll go to more counting formats. We'll just say 2 decimal spaces, but we will remove the symbol. You can add a symbol relevant to your country, but we'll just remove the symbol there. And then close that, and we'll align them to the right. And what I want to do is just select everything and align it in the middle of the cells, like that. Then we'll add the totals at the bottom. So I'll use this border for the totals, and I'll make the row height 24.75. And then we can just say auto sum here, and we can copy, so it's just Control C and paste them there and there. I hold the control button in and then click on both, and then Control V to paste. And we'll make sure that this is counting with no symbol, and alignment to the right. We'll make this bold as well, and we'll make this 14. Okay, let's enter some projected monthly incomes here. And then we'll enter some actual incomes. And then we'll work out the variance. So for the income variance, you'll take your actual minus your projected. So we'll say equals, just click on the first row here, on the cell here, minus projected, hit enter, and then we can literally just take this and drag it down to there. Okay, so that's our income section done. Now we need to do our expense section below that. So what I will do is just copy all of this. I'll skip one line, right click, and just say paste here. Then we'll change this to expenses. I'll actually align this to the right, align it to the right, to the left, my apologies. And then we will change the font color here to a dark red, and the border to dark red, border style is correct, and we want bottom border. And then let's change the background here, the fill, to like a more red one to show the expenses. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this here. I'll redo all of that. So here we'll have category, then we'll have budget, we'll have monthly, daily, actual, and variance. Because I'm going to add a whole lot of extra rows here just to cover for all the different types of expenses that you might get. So let's just add like 44 lines is fine. Insert 44 rows above. And then this is 11 and not bold, so I'll change this to Arial 11 and not bold. And then let's copy all our categories for expenses. Right click, paste special values only, and then format painter, and just do them all the same, and then I can just remove all the extra lines here. Okay, then we will auto sum this here up to there and drag it across to there, and we'll just make sure that we've got the right accounting format here. Accounting, no symbol. Okay, perfect. I'm going to enter the budgets and monthly just to show you exactly how this will work, but we'll call this first sheet monthly dashboard, and then we can make this tab a green color as well, and then we'll create a new sheet. Before I do that, let me just fix this column width here. I'll make that 3. And then we can just go to view and hide the grid lines. Okay, so that already looks a lot better. Okay, then this one we will call daily expenses. So this is where you will be able to enter your daily shopping expenses. I'll also show you how you can use your mobile phone to take pictures of your receipts or your slips and upload them onto your OneDrive and link them here so that you can always have access to them. So again, with this one, let's skip the first column and the first row, and we'll just highlight a couple of cells here, maybe up to 50. That should be fine. Go home and we'll make this one like a lightish gray, like that. Now let's use the same formatting, so I'm going to copy this, paste it here, delete that one there, just unmerge it and only merge it to that one, and fix the background. Make the column width here 3 again. Make this column width 3 as well. Let's make this row height 13.5. And this needs to say daily expenses March 2025. We will have a date, a place, category, and an amount. This column width again should be 3. And let's just enter the correct column widths for each one of these here. So this first one will make 14. The next one will make 21. The next one will make 33.5. And the amount one we will make 15. Then let's format the headings. So these are all bold. We'll put them as center align. Again, let's just align the whole sheet in the middle of the cells like that. And the row height here we need to change to 22.5. We'll add a bottom border only here, but let's just make sure that it's not thick. Thick one, just a thin one like that. And then we're ready to enter our dates where we shopped, what category it falls under, and the amount. The amounts we'll make accounting again, and no symbol. And then the date format, we'll change this. We'll just go to more number formats, go to custom, and then let's just make it day and month like that. So if you were to type 1 March, it will just show up like that. And let's make them center align. So 1 March, you can also just double click and then choose the date, because it's a recognized date format. Okay, now the category, we want it to work with this, because we're going to put some formulas in. So what I'm going to do is highlight all these categories and I'll give it a name. I'll just call this category, enter. Then we will add a drop down here. So you'll go to data, you'll go to data validation. Sorry, let me just highlight all the cells. Go to data validation, click on allow, say list, and then you will say equal category. And then you can basically only choose from here if you start. So let's say groceries, you start typing, it gives you groceries already. Subscriptions, it would show you already. If you were to type anything else, it won't work. This is just to make sure that the calculations work correctly. And then let's change the tab color of this one to red. Let's go back to our monthly dashboard. I want a formula in here by the daily totals, so that it automatically calculates based on the category entered into the daily expenses. So the formula will use a SUMIF formula. If you need to learn a bit more about formulas, please have a look at my video regarding Excel formulas. It's a full 4-hour course that I'm giving on formulas, and it's on my channel, so have a look at that if you want to learn a bit more about Excel formulas. So we'll say SUMIF if the category, let's go up to there. Let's make this an absolute reference so it is locked onto those specific cells. So that would just be F4 or function F4. So if the category, that range is this here. So if it picks up that the expense is related to rent or mortgage, it would sum the totals of everything in that range that says rent or mortgage. I just want to lock the cell, the column, and then you put your sum range in. So your sum range will be this one here. And again, let's make this an absolute reference so it can't go out of that. Close your brackets, and then what I can do is just copy this formula all the way to the end like that. Just make sure that these are all still aligned to the right, and it's accounting with no symbol. There we go. Okay, so this is where you will enter your monthly budget for each one of these. You can always just remove the ones you don't want, that's not relevant to you. You can replace it with something else that is relevant to you. If you replace anything here, it would automatically replace it in this drop down list as well. So to remove it, just go onto the row header, right click and say delete row, and it would delete that one. I'm going to just open, because I've already made sample budgets, so let me just go and copy that and paste that back in there, and then I'll see you back here. Okay, so we're back here. I've just inserted all the budgets that I've pre-created. So this would be your budget that you enter, what your budget is for the month for each expense. This would be what you've actually paid. So now you've gotten your income, your actual income you've received, and this is what you are spending it on as a monthly expense. They won't really fall as daily expenses. This would add the monthly and the daily expenses together to give you your actual expense for the specific category for the month. And then we just need to work out the variance between what you've budgeted to it to be and what the actual expense was. So in this case, it would be the budget minus the actual. So we will say budget minus actual, hit enter. I just want to copy that format. Oops, undo there. Copy the formatting over there and just draw this all the way down to the bottom here. Okay, and then let's add totals at the bottom, just as a little breakdown of your total income versus your total expense. So we'll create one for income, make that one green, and one for expense. Add a line there. Sorry, undo there. I want to add the line there only. And then we'll have the total at the bottom here, but I'm going to apply some conditional formatting at the bottom here. Sorry, this line is not supposed to be red. There we go. Okay, so we've got total actual income and total actual expenses. We will make these to 18. I just want to make sure this must be Arial as well. 18 and bold. And we will merge these cells, merge, and let's merge these ones as well. So this will literally just refer to your actual total there, and this would refer to your actual total here. Make them bold, 18, and Arial as well. And then we'll have a total here. So that would just be your income minus your expense. Let's also be bold 18 and Arial, and just merge that together as well. And then row heights here, we'll just change this to 35.25. Okay, now let's add the conditional formatting here. So I want to let this whole range of cells change color depending on if we are in a positive or in a negative. So we'll click here on conditional formatting. We will say new rule, and we will use a formula. So first we'll use the negative one, so that is equals that cell there is less than 0. So if you're in a negative, it will highlight all of these, it will fill them with light red and dark red text. Okay, and then we add another rule, formula again, we'll use the green one, positive one, so equals if the cell is higher than 0. Two options. There we go, it will obviously highlight now because it's higher than 0. Say this one is 7901 for instance, it will change it, so you're in a negative. If you want to learn more about conditional formatting, please go and have a look at my 2-hour conditional formatting course that's also on my channel. So this first part is almost done. We'll just include some charts here. So what we need to do is we need to select those two and that range there. Then we'll go to insert, and we can just choose the clustered column chart like that. Let's put this one on the side here. You can make it a little bit bigger, and that will just give you a little visual of your projected versus your actual income. And let's just format the chart. So you can click on the actual bars here and change their color. So let's just make this one like a purpley pinky color and make this one green. You can play around there, make it whatever color you want, but just a little visual. And we'll do the same here. So we will select our category with our budgets. Don't know what happened here. Just fix that quickly. Go category with our budget up to there, and then hold the control button in and do your actual, and then insert the same type of chart here. So there's a bit more data on this one, so I'll just make it a little bit bigger like that. Yeah, just so everything can fit in here. Can actually just zoom out a little bit, and then we can make it bigger. Okay, so this is not done yet. We need to now go and actually insert the daily expenses. This should not be bold. So let's go and do that. I'll just do one sample just to show you. So we'll say 1st of March. This was from Costco. I'm just using a whole lot of different places from different countries around the world. I'm from South Africa. This would be an American store, but I'll be using a whole lot of different ones just as an example. So this is groceries and amount of 168. There we go. So now we've spent 168 on the 1st of March on groceries. Let's go and look at our groceries total here. This must be 11. So as you can see now, the groceries added to the daily total here. I'm going to just insert the rest of the sample expenses, daily expenses, and then I will be back shortly. Okay, so I just included a whole lot of daily expenses, things that you might be doing. So this would be anything you go and buy during the day where you would either pay cash, swipe your debit card or credit card or whatever, and you would probably receive slips for most of these, just mixed between a whole lot of various categories. So if we go back to the dashboard now, you'll see our groceries. We actually spent 1,174, so we went 174 over budget there. The dining takeout, we budgeted 300, only spent 230, so 770 under budget there. And then it would show you your total for the month, 267, that you are in a positive. So cutting it fine, but this way at least you track your expenses properly. And now I want to show you how you can upload it with your mobile phone as well, and how you can take photos of your actual receipts or slips and link them to the actual total here. So let's head over to the mobile phone and I'll show you how you can do that. So on your mobile phone you will need the Excel app, you'll need the OneDrive app. So I've got an Android phone. You can just go to the Play Store and then search for Excel, and it would be this one. Just install this, and OneDrive, Microsoft OneDrive, just install this. If we go over to our OneDrive now, you sign in with your Microsoft account. You do the same with your Excel app. So this is basically the one that we are working on. If I open it here, it should show everything the same, but I didn't open it in Excel, so you can go open in another app. You can choose Excel. And as you can see, there it is, but it's a bit difficult to work and to enter data with such a small cells. It's a bit hard to work on it. Let's just change the tabs. You'll just click there. We'll go to the daily expenses. So what I want to show you is how you can insert daily expenses easily on your mobile phone. So next to the tabs button here, the sheets, there will be one that says cards view. So you will click on cards view, and from here it is so much easier to just insert. So you can just select the date. Let's say it was the 30th of March. We went to Burger King. This is dining and takeout. Select the drop down, go to dining and takeout, and spend 25 bucks there. And there we go. So that is added there now. If you go back to the sheet view, you can see that it is there. Okay, and there we go. That is how we can add it. I'm going to just discard this, and then let's go back to our main screen. Let's refresh here. Okay, I'm just going to save this. Let's call this one monthly budget template. Let's save that. So I'm going to go back into the OneDrive. You can actually go to the Excel doc now. You'll see that it says monthly budget template. We'll go in here and let's just go and enter that again. Go to the cards view. 30th of March. I just want to show you that it updates live, but it wasn't saved, so lesson learned, save your file. $25. Okay, now let me show you how you can upload your sheet. So the idea of using this as a mobile option is that you are out, you do busy shopping, you immediately take a photo of the receipt and you upload it immediately, and you don't have to do everything, because as soon as there's too much to do, you might not want to follow this expense tracker and use its full capabilities. So what we'll do is we'll go to the OneDrive. I just created a little folder in mine called budget slips, and folder in there March. This is just a sample one here that we will look at a bit later. Now you can press this plus button here and you'll say scan. So I've just got a sample slip here. And take a picture. Now you can just adjust the border, you confirm, and done. You can then change the name. Let's just call this one Costco 1 March. Okay, once that is uploaded, let's head back to our desktop. Yeah, we can refresh this now, and you'll see the Burger King one is added here. It looks like, sorry, it looks like this didn't all change to Arial. Okay, there we go. As you can see on the phone, it immediately changed the font on the phone as well. Okay, now to add a link. So basically what we want to do is we want to be able to look at our receipts for this. So you can go insert and click on link there, or you can use the shortcut keys Control and K. So let's do it this way. Now we'll go to our OneDrive. So you log into your OneDrive here and go to the folder. So it's budget slips, March, and this is the one that we took the photo of with our phone. Click on the share button and then say copy link. It says link copied. Then go back here and paste this link there. And as you can see on the phone and on here, it's now added a link. So what we can do is just, if you on your computer, just hover over it, click on the link there, and it will open the slip for you. And there you've got the receipt or the slip for that specific one. Same thing on the phone. Click on, you can just zoom in a little bit. You click on it and you say open link. And it would open the link for you. And that is basically how you can include a link on your computer. Let me show you how you can do it on the phone. Let's just use this one here. That's why I made another sample one. We'll just press this little up arrow here, go to insert, go to link, go to the OneDrive, budget slips, March, press on share there, share link to photo, copy link, paste the link in there, say insert, and then the same will happen with this. You can just say open link here, and it will open this little slip. And the same here, just click on the link here, and it will open the picture of this receipt. So if you just follow this, you'll never lose your receipts again as well. It can actually be quite helpful. Okay, thank you guys, and that is basically it. That's how you can create your own monthly expense tracker budget that you can follow every month. Just for the next month, just change your dates out and delete your daily expenses. When you delete here, just do not delete this, well, basically these three. Don't delete anything there or anything at the bottom here, because these are all formulas that calculates itself. The chart would automatically calculate itself, so you can leave the charts there. So the only ones that you would basically fill in is your budget for the month for that specific expense, and you'll put what you've paid as a monthly expense as soon as you've gotten your actual income for the month. There is a link to this template in the description, so you can always just download this template from there. And then thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this can help you, and please like and subscribe for more daily updates.